Ready? Let's go. 6-8 Western Full Auto Podcast. Hey guys, it's Steve with Montana Musings Outdoor Channel, and it's time for the 20th episode of the 6-8 Western Full Auto Podcast. Thanks for coming in here with me today, and it just so happens that Reloading Weatherby and G Tinkering just did some testing of the Barnes Reserve ammo with 6.8 Western, and it seems like they shot some a couple weeks ago, like maybe when they first got it, and the groups were a little better, I thought. I didn't go back and look for sure, but this last one, and this was out of G Tinkering's 6.8 Western with a 26-inch barrel, and they were averaging. They had a few, like 2 or 3 shots go over 3,000, but I think it was averaging around 29.90 or so, maybe just a little more. And so that kind of surprised me. So I'm wondering what Barnes is using for powder, what their charge weight is, because that honestly seems a little slow to me. And the group sizes that they got were, the best one was one that Austin shot, and it was a little over an inch and a quarter, I think. They had one of them was under 2 inches, but so not that great. So I'm just wondering what they're using for powder. It'd be fun to get some, except I don't want to pay $100 a box for it, just to try out. But it'd be nice to see what their seating depth is, be able to pull a bullet and see what kind of powder, possibly figure out what they're using. I know Reloading Weatherby says the N560 is like the sweet spot, maybe even N565. But I picked up some MagPro just because I wanted to, especially shooting copper bullets, I wanted to try to get some pretty decent velocity. And I'd heard that MagPro is really good for that. So as I've talked in some other videos, I just shot some groups here not too long ago that were 9/16. My very first shots with it were 15/16, and I don't think that was a clean barrel either. So, I'm kind of, and anyway, they were going like averaging 3,060 feet per second with 67 grains of MagPro. So, and I don't have the ogive measuring system, so I just go case overall length, and I'm loading them to 2.90, and that seems to be doing pretty good because, like I said, I shot a 9/16 inch group. Those are just 3-shot groups, but everything is so expensive that I just don't see a point in wasting a bunch of ammo, especially for a hunting round. If you can get that thing dialed in 3 shots, everything's looking good, you're probably going to be okay, especially out to 400 yards anyway. So, which is what I'm assuming we would be shooting at roughly. And but I did make a dope chart out to 500 yards just in case. So I will have that info with me when I go hunting. So it's just one of those things where matter of fact, I was in it was a store called North 40 Outfitters in Great Falls, Montana, and they had 3 different kinds of 6.8 Western. I believe it was the ABL 165 ABLRs, the ballistic tips, and there was one, it might have been the copper impacts, and they were all $60. So that's $3 a round, and I don't know that things are going to get any better. I was just watching a video by Pursuit of Accuracy because I do shoot 22 LR as well, and Josh just did a video on the cost of this 22 ammo going up, and the 22 ammo is costing as much as 5.56, and that's kind of ridiculous. I know that Lapua and 10X and all that kind of stuff has always been pretty high, but even the club stuff that I shoot Ely Club or Standard Plus, SK Standard Plus, and that stuff has all gone up about $1 a box. So it must be I don't know if it's the powder situation, or if most of this stuff obviously is coming from overseas. If there's some of these tax implications possibly. So I just don't see how it's going to get much better. So I did actually pick up some more Varget, and I was in Columbia Falls and went into a store called Murdoch's, and they had some Varget there. But it was I picked up a can at North 40, and it was $61, and it was $65 at Murdoch. So that seems kind of high. They had some N140 and some N150 there at Murdoch's. And I was really tempted to get that because it was more than $10 a pound off. But that Varget is basically for my 6GT, so I really want to see that Varget work. So anyway, I just thought I'd get some more of that regardless. So let's see. So that, getting back to the 6.8 Western and these Barnes Reserve, I'm hoping that there will come a time when obviously more companies will produce the ammo. I hate to boycott a company, but Hornady still is kind of pissing me off because they won't make any ammo for it, the 6.8 Western. So I don't know. I just, they got the 7 PRC and that's what they're sticking with. But even though it turned out to be a dumpster fire, kind of. But anyway, still like that 6.8 Western better. I have a 6.5 PRC. It's actually a pretty awesome round. It's just a little light for what I like. And I had somebody comment that 6.5 PRC has so much less recoil, but I really can't see much difference. And I've shot both of them, and they're both nothing. So, especially shooting it with, they come with a brake, or if you're shooting suppressed, it's just, you can shoot them all day. And I mean, I used to get done shooting my 7 mag, and I'd have a big old red raspberry here, and after about 5 or 6 shots. So anyway, and I probably talked about that before too, but but I was looking at, I like to go and check on, see, I just kind of put in 6.8 Western news and stuff like that and see what's up. And so, companies are still writing articles about the 6.8 Western and comparing them to the other cartridges and where it's at today and all that kind of thing. And I just think there's going to be more of those kind of articles, especially with brass coming from Peterson here this fall, and of course ADG producing it now. And I'm glad I picked some of that up. So it's just, I think it's just something it's not gonna go away like so many cartridges do. And there's still some people out there, you read the forums and they're, it's dead, blah, blah, blah. But I just, I don't think so. The performance of that little short action is, in my opinion, second to none when you consider recoil and all of those things. Yeah, you could shoot 300 WSM or something like that, but you're talking a lot more recoil, and this thing is just fun to shoot. So anybody who has one knows what I'm talking about, and they love it. And so that's why we've kind of built this 6.8 Western Army here on this channel, and a lot of you guys are here because of that. And so we'll just keep it going, and hopefully we'll just we'll just outlive those naysayers, and we'll still be having fun with our 6.8 Western, and there'll be plenty of ammo on the shelves. And that's what everybody's afraid of, and I've actually found quite a bit of it. So I should have picked up a box of but I'm hand loading, so I mean I got plenty of loads. I probably will never, other than going out and just testing for you guys and whatnot, I don't know if I'd ever live long enough to shoot them all. So anyway, it's just so fun to load anyway. So, and it's nice to look at your your little box of ammo and they're all full, and it just gives you a good feeling. So, but yeah, I did load up some more of these, the 155 LRXs, and so I've got plenty of them for this fall. So 30 some rounds loaded up, so I should be good. And like I said, in my other video, my son's going to be shooting the 162 coppers, and I'll be shooting these. And when he's done with them coppers, I'll probably start loading up these 155s for him, just so he can get a little more velocity. Although 162s weren't bad, they were just a hair under 2800, so that's not bad. And they're advertised 2875. So with 4 inches less a barrel, you're only losing 75 feet per second. That's not bad. So, yeah, another thing talking about feet per second was I'm getting 3060 out of a 24-inch barrel, and Austin and G Tinkering were getting 2990 out of a 26-inch barrel. I think I mentioned that a little bit, but my gun's just got a 24-inch barrel, and it's zipping right along there. So that just makes, still getting back to that, I just still think that's kind of slow. It should be faster than that, but be interesting to see what Austin and those guys say about that, or if they're happy with it, or if they were actually looking for more velocity themselves. So yeah, I would definitely want more than that. So anyway, if you guys if you guys are interested and want to support the channel and stuff like that too, if you want to just hit the join button or something on that to that effect, I don't think it amounts to much, $2 or $3 a month or something, but that would help pay for some of this stuff, this ammo that I shoot, because nobody buys it for me, so that would be appreciated. But anyway, this one is kind of going to be a shorter one, maybe. I don't know how long I've been on even, but because I do have that knee surgery coming up, and I haven't really we've been busy with harvest and stuff going on up here in north central Montana, so I haven't had a lot of time to do much shooting. So I kind of want to get my AR out again. When Ryan and I were out shooting his 6.8 Western, I brought it with me and just kind of wanted to get it, check the zero for 200, and it was off a little bit, but we got it dialed back in where it was smacking it at 200 pretty easy. And so it's just cheaper to shoot too. So it's kind of like, it's not 22 LR where you're just out plinking shooting gophers, but you're shooting a high powered rifle, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper to shoot. So anyway, and it's fun. So, but I'll probably have a video with that here after I get kind of recovered from surgery and able to move around a little bit. So that'll probably be the next thing. But anyway, if you guys mention in the comments if you have any ideas, because that also would help me out too, to talk about with 6.8 Western or whatever, I guess, because we talk about all kinds of things. But like that one guy did mention that Peterson, I didn't know that until he mentioned it. One of my subscribers mentioned it, so I appreciate that info and so excited to hear about it. So if you got anything, let me know, and we'll probably call this one good. And thanks for watching the 6.8 Western Full Auto Podcast, and we'll see you in the next one.